we were about to be young parents, huh?
Yeah.
But there was never even a doubt in my mind, because I had known already a lot of people that were praying for a baby.
Wow.
They had tried
That's
so many
true.
times and it didn't work for them.
That's deep.
So in my mind I was like, who am I to even have a thought of turning this down?
Yes.
Hey guys,
Hi guys.
it's the Müllers again, Klaus and Mumbi, back for you with another video. And as always, welcome. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for keeping up the support, for liking the videos, for putting such amazing comments down there in the section.
Oh, you reading?
And of course, I do.
Okay.
And so today we are here because of popular demand, because we have been asked quite a few times, or you could even say a lot, to give our bits and tats, our thoughts on the pregnancy journey, how it was for us as young parents, especially the first one. So let's get into it.
Karibuni sana. Welcome guys. And we have 3 kids. For those who are new, welcome to the channel. And our firstborn is now 10 years. And our lastborn is 2.5. And the other one is 4 years. Yeah, so you can calculate. So as my husband just said, I've been asked a lot since the other channel. People, they wanted to know my pregnancy journeys.
So starting with you, yeah, because you
Yeah,
are
the interviewer, good.
you are the important one in this topic.
The
Because at the
carrier.
end of the day, it comes down to you.
The carrier, yeah, I'm the carrier. You can
Exactly.
say that.
So if we start from the beginning, like you know,
How I became.
you could even say let's start before that test turned, what is it, blue? I don't know anymore.
Please. Stop.
But before the test said you're pregnant,
Oh my
because I
God.
know most of the women, even before they do the test, they have a feeling. That's why they do the test, obviously.
Okay.
How
my
did it
God.
start for you?
Oh my God. Don't take me those years. I was
Yes,
so
I do.
innocent. I was so young. I was, I will still see me. I wish I can get those photos somewhere, but I think they're in the old computer. Somewhere we saved them. But I'm sure I will find them one day. I think I weighed like 48 kgs, if I'm not wrong. I was so small. And I had just started my FSCOT. So I was doing my FSCOT. That was, I think, 2nd month, because I started on March.
Yep.
And so I never thought of pregnancy, because I wanted to do nursing or do anything that after you do FSCOT in Germany. I was not ready to be a mom. I will not say, or I will not lie here to say I was ready. I was not, just like any other young girl. I was just crazy in love and ready to see our future, work and go to school, get money, buy a house. Those dreams, people, they dreams. I was among them. And I remember I was feeling, I started smelling coffee, I think nausea, if you call it, I can call it. And that I was like, in the morning, because we would go to work together, he go and he drive me to the work, and then he proceed to, and I will think there was this I don't know how you say gestank, this smell of coffee. Innocently, I don't know about the periods, nothing, but for me it was starting with the nausea. And I remember that's when I told him, I think when I read about this in the internet, I think we might be expecting something. So anyway, to cut the long story short, I went and bought the pregnancy test, and I waited for him.
So that was, let me cut in here.
Okay.
That was the only factor that made you think something's up. There was no other thing going on with your body?
I had, yeah, you know, I had bad face. I started having some pimples, if I remember well. And of course, I think I missed my periods, just like any other person. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it was
obviously.
over 1 month. Yeah, it was all over 1 month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were worried.
Yeah, I was worried so much. So I went and bought pregnancy test, and then I waited for him to come and see the job he had caused.
Yeah.
Oh God, okay.
I remember that day. I came home from work, just usual, not too late, usual time, and I found you in the living room. I think.
I remember that there was a dish shrunk and bureau were there and the sofa here, so I totally sat behind the sofa on the shrunk. I can't even remember.
Yeah, and yeah, I entered and I was like, the mood is funny here. Something's up.
No white teeth.
I don't know how we got into conversation, but very quickly, you know, we were on the topic like, something might be unusual this time. And I think that's when you went and did the test, right?
No, I bought the test and then
Yeah.
I went to the loo. You remember the loo was behind that room? And then I told him, you are the one who's gonna watch it or see it.
Right.
So he went.
Yeah, I had the instruction, you know, the paper. I had it in my hand, had the test. So I waited. I was like, wait for it, and then, you know,
5 minutes.
people, if you need to wait 10 minutes, you're gonna start looking after 8. So I started looking, and I was like, wow,
Oh God.
could it be? And you know, then all of a sudden this roller coaster of thoughts starts going on in your head, like, what does this mean now? What do we have to consider now?
Yeah.
All those things. And then I showed you. How was it for you?
I hold my stomach like, no, please, tell me you're joking, telling me you're joking. No, it can't be. God, I'm so young here. I'm thinking that I'm starting to have life or to know what is life. I married to this guy like 2 months ago. Nobody knows that I'm married. Now I'm pregnant on top of it. Like, it can't happen. Everything is going too quick. So, and I remember we just sat there and I think we hugged. You hugged me. Thank God you never let me there.
Yeah, of course.
You
no.
never walked away. Yeah.
Why should I do
or
that?
you told me I'm not ready to be a dad, blah, blah, blah. No, I remember you hugged me. Because I remember I had a brown sweater. And then you hugged me and I had the zip a little. Okay, I'm starting to be fat or what. But, guys, I don't know if you cried, but I cried. Did you cry?
No. And if, then I cannot remember. But I know I don't.
But I cried so much, guys. I cried because of all the reason. I have a new job here. I'm just newly married. I'm in Germany. Like, literally, I was not even 1 year in Germany, and I'm already pregnant. Oh my God! I hope you didn't hear that, guys. Don't forget that about what I said. That. Whew, I think you should cut there.
No, why? Okay.
Guys, I came 2010 May in Germany, and that is now 2011 March, April there, and I'm pregnant. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, and then.
But you know, it was like really quick, we agreed upon it, and we said, you know what? Let's go from here.
Yeah, of course.
Let's start from here. Like anything else than having our child is not an option. You know, for me, it was always clear that no matter when it would happen, I always wanted kids. So for me, it wasn't too big a shock because I had never planned on not getting kids. I always wanted kids. So that's why I think for me the shock wasn't too big. It was just, yeah, maybe a little bit early. But hey, what can you do?
I never thought of being, okay, there was this, I was a au pair, for those who know my story from the other channel. And I love that child so much. That boy was like my small brother, my baby. And I remember there was one girl who will tell me, Sally, you're gonna get a boy when your first child because you love kids so much. So for me, there was no, okay, I'm married here, so, and it's not someone's husband, it was my husband. So for me, there was no other option of anything. I wanted to be a mom, but only that I think you are never ready for some pregnancies, for those who got like us. But yeah, we challenged ourselves, and he said, yes, we're gonna be the best parents. And that's how our journey started.
Yep.
So from there, I went to the hospital. We were still confused. He's working fresh. I think you had just started your work. We just moved to a new place. I just started work. Guys, it was not easy. Let me say that. It was not easy. But I think when you have as we had ourselves. Like I know love is not enough. But when you're together as team, as partner, I think there's no mountain before you, because people used to worry about us. Yeah, you are so young, you don't have that and that and that. But I think it was never our worry. I think we were a little bit crazy. We never worried. We were just happy in love and ready to strike that how can I say, that is before us.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you? Were you are young, you're just fresh, you are starting your life. How was it from your, maybe you never told me, maybe you can say here.
No, as I just said, you know, for me it was always clear. I always wanted kids. So I was just curious and excited to get to know this process. You know, they are also 9 months before the real fun starts. And they are also quite an adventure in themselves.
Yeah.
Especially when it's your first pregnancy. And you know, that's what I always tell people when they tell me, you know, no, I'm not ready for kids now, or not yet. Then I always tell them, well, if it's gonna be your first one, you will never be ready.
Yeah. Never.
Because you have never been a parent before. And no matter what people tell you, every child is different. Every family situation is different. So nobody can ever tell you what it's gonna be like. So you will never be ready unless you have that child.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Oh, I think I'm too young," doesn't matter. We are young parents.
Yes.
As you heard, we had not yet planned for it, but
Nothing.
here we were.
We just had new. We had a newborn. Yeah, we
had just moved
started
into a new
life.
flat.
Guys, we married January. We moved in together December. We married January. We got married on January, and then here I come.
3 months
We
later.
don't even know each other well, by the way, guys. We have a year together. Let me say that. And I think you don't need to know someone so long to know that he's Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. I think it's works, or it is supposed to be or not to be. Because not even one day he pointed my finger and told me, yeah, you could have used those women things they used to you. Or there was never a time he stood up and said, you know, this is too much for me, and banged the door on me. Not even a single day. And I thank you for that. Oh, I think I'll
Welcome.
go.
No, because it was also
Yeah, because
exciting for me.
I know
to
they're,
get to know
they're
this.
young couple, they're out there. When you get pregnant, sometimes he bashes the door and leaves you alone there. And some men, they are so bad, they just beat you when you're pregnant. I have had so many cases from my friends or relatives. It's not easy, but to find someone who stand with you from day 1 to day 3. Now we have 3 kids. Otherwise, I would not have had 3 kids if he tried to mistreat me. But I thank God he's not a jerk. he he's a nice guy. Yeah. So yeah, it was I think for me that he loved me, he chose me, and he stood there for me. For me, nothing was I never saw any mountain. We don't have money, I don't have career, I have nothing, and I didn't even see future. For me, I was him, and I knew we're gonna work this together, and I believe that we are doing that. We are still doing that.
Still going.
Yeah, still going on. So-
Okay, so then positive, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Those 9 months, how were they for you?
In the beginning, it was good, and I remember, I think April or May, you had to go to Berlin, or you left for somewhere.
I think that was.
You left because I remember I was 2 weeks sick.
Was it
alone.
not June even?
Was it June? I
I
don't know. You
think.
went up on the.
We
on
went
the
to
Berlin.
northern Germany,
Yeah,
yeah.
at 3 months, it was. I won't eat anything. It was messy. I will drink only passion and mango juice. That was my food. Rice is my best food. I didn't eat rice. Anything that was smelling, coffee, onions, I used to. Anything. The first 3 months was terrible, and they had this project because he's an engineer for how do you
Airplane
say?
mechanic.
Airplane mechanic, genau mechanica, sorry. And they were to go for this project, and it was already planned, so I had to stay home. So I stayed at home. I was sick. I slept on the sofa. I remember the first 2-3 days. And maybe you might ask me where his parents, they live like 2 hours ago, but hello, I'm pregnant, I'm not sick, huh? And I think that for me, that was so miserable because I was alone. And if you have friends but they are working, they cannot work, they are not driving, they are somewhere. But after 4 months, I started glowing. Those who know me, I glow when I'm pregnant. After 4 months, I started glowing. He will take me to the test. I think we almost went the first year, the first child. We went almost together. He used to take me to the doctor. We see the baby. We go to shopping. It was so beautiful. I didn't have any problem. He even stayed long. He was supposed to come on 10th January. He came on 21, even after being induced and everything. But he was so big. And then I stayed 3-4 days in the hospital. The baby never came. I had to do the last minute cesarean. Yes, cesarean
Section.
CS. And yes, and by the way, our 3 babies, I have done cesarean. Yeah, because totally I'm small. My babies are big. Zuru was almost 4 kgs, and she would she would not come. But anyway, to cut the whole story short, Jeremy's pregnancy was my hardest. It was challenging also because being a young mom, you don't know what you are supposed to do. But the good thing, here in Germany, if you're first mom or even a second mom, you are given someone to support you the first 2-3 weeks, the one who will show you. So when I got Jeremy, she was there. She's the one even who showed me how to bathe the child, how to do everything. I don't know if I'm jumping somewhere.
No.
The hospital, it was good experience. They were very nice nurses. I stayed there 5 days. He used to. Did you sleep with me? Jeremy's time. Or you used
No,
to come
I
in the
was not
morning.
allowed to.
No, you're not supposed to again now. He will go late at night and come in the morning. Yeah, everything I will say was for me. By then time, it was perfect.
But you see, and that's one thing I really have to give to you, like in all those pregnancies, also the first one, Jeremy. Sally disciplined herself a lot, starting with nutrition. She watched what she was eating so much. I was really impressed. I was like, wow. Because it was always in the back of her mind, I'm not doing this only for me, I'm doing this for the two of us.
Yeah.
And so that's why, I think that's also part why starting from the 4th month, your pregnancy was really like just coasting, you know.
Yeah.
There were no pains, nothing.
I never had even back. It was so soft, swiftly. I was glowing. Those who saw me when I was pregnant,
Yeah.
It was perfect. Yeah.
And also after giving birth, you know, Sally carried on disciplining herself, watching herself to be the best mother that she could be for that small baby.
Yeah.
You know, hydrate herself, watch her diet so that she could feed the baby and so on. So there I was always really impressed with you, and that's I think a big factor. If you decide to go for it, then you have to take responsibility.
Like.
And with that responsibility
100%.
come decisions to discipline yourself. And if you're willing to do that, then you will have a wonderful, enjoyable time.
Genau.
That's our take on it, I would say.
But also all that comes when you have a supporting partner, and also like you are in one team, like no, the other one is saying this, the other one is saying that, you know.
You have to be on the same page.
You have to be on the same page for all that, because I could not be, you know, like to be sane, to be all that what I'm doing. Even today, I really watch my kids what they eat. I'm very strict, like with the child, healthy, how we eat, what we eat daily or every second day. And another tip I don't want to forget. So during the Jeremy's pregnancy, this is very important. I never took any supplement. The first 3 months, it was horrible. It was hell. It was everything. Whatever they gave me, I just put them there. I whatever. But this, the way I was puking and everything, it was so horrible. But story of another day, I started supplementing. We supplement ourselves even today. We take supplements, all of us, the whole family, just for our healthy, not because of anything, just for us to stay healthy. And if you saw that video in the other channel, we had even COVID. Was it this year or last year? This year.
Starting of this year.
Yeah, we had all of us COVID, but we never even noticed. Like for me, it came after 3 or 4 days. For him, it was a little bit stronger for him because he was cold and everything. But for me, I never felt anything. I think maybe that was one day where I felt I was too tired, because through supplementing, it's very important. So, Jeremy, Zuri's pregnancy, I had 0 problem. No, only one problem. How do you say? Heartburn. Around 6-7 months there, but then after that I supplemented myself and then it went away. Like John pregnancy, our that child JJ, I had 0 because I had mastered what I didn't do on the other pregnancy. And I can tell you, if you're planning to have a family, if you're pregnant, kindly supplement yourself, because all the problem I had previous with Jeremy's pregnancy, Zuri and Jordan, I had 0 from the day one. People, they never even knew that I was pregnant. They will know after 4 months, because I'm still glowing, I'm still calling, I'm still talking with them. They never knew. That is what I wanted to say. Supplement yourself. Just search for yourself nice natural supplement. It doesn't have to be what I took. It can be anything. But magnesium, vitamin C, very important. Minerals. What else? Iron very important when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And I don't know, zinc, such kind of, there are a lot of good products, because in these 2 pregnancies I flew 2 times when I was almost 6 months in Kenya. I stayed 3 1 month and also three weeks when I was with both pregnancies, and everything was fine. I never used any medication from any doctor. I just watched my food, what I eat, and also I supplement what I can't eat. Especially here in Europe, we don't plant ourselves so many things like that. So I think challenges, we said you are young, we didn't know so much. Of course, financial instability, we had that, which is normal because we are young, we are starting our lives. Would you say of any challenges we had?
Other than that, I think we were fine.
Yeah,
And still are.
we are a very funny couple, if you know us, but because I think either we don't take life that so seriously, but I think we like not seriously in a way that we are comfortable. We are more comfortable than we are stressed. Can I say that?
Yeah, of course. Because you see, I mean, I always told Sally, and it's my point of view to this day, you know, people nowadays in our society, they are very quick at complaining about stuff. And what I always tell people is you have to see the bigger picture. Like, don't just think of yourself. Everybody has problems, of course. Huh? Everybody has problems, everybody has bills, whatsoever. But think of the people that have real problems. People that are victims of a famine or whatever, victims of a flood, people that don't have a home, people that don't have food. Those are real problems.
Yeah.
Us here in the Western countries, in the Western Hemisphere, we are blessed.
Yeah.
We have food on our table every day. We have a roof that we can sleep under, and all that stuff that people are complaining about nowadays is secondary.
Yeah.
What is important is your health and your loved ones.
Yeah.
If you have those, you're fine. You can build your life from there. That's what you need. Health and love. All the rest comes after that.
So when I try to complain a little bit, that's what he talks to me, and then I become, after you complain and then someone tells you such a thing, what else would you complain? So I just zip it up, and then I appreciate. We try to enjoy life more than complaining, because God, if we start complaining, we complain because of everything. Even of this water, I'll complain about it.
Yeah, that's what I said. You see, the situation with Jeremy. We were about to be young parents.
Yeah.
But there was never even a doubt in my mind, because I had known already a lot of people that were praying for a baby.
Wow.
They had tried
That's
so many
true.
times and it didn't work for them.
That's deep.
So in my mind I was like, who am I to even have a thought of turning this down when I know there are so many couples in this world that have sleepless nights because they cannot get a baby. A baby is a blessing, nothing else.
Yeah. Wow, that's deep. Yeah, and I think we are done 30 minutes. I wanted to keep under 20, but anyway, we could not have cut those stories. So for those who think it's long, we are sorry. Yeah, that's how it is.
We hope you could take away some points for you. If there were some points, or if you have any further suggestions,
Questions,
put them down in the comments. We are
especially
happy.
what we talked. If you have any unclear, anything that you didn't understand about my pregnancy journey,
Put it in the
just
comments.
ask there.